billionaire media executive and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey is best known for hosting her own internationally popular talk show from 1986 to 2011. From there she launched her own television network, OWN. Who is Oprah Winfrey? Oprah Winfrey is a talk show host, media executive, actress and billionaire philanthropist. She's best known for being the host of her own, wildly popular program, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which aired for 25 seasons, from 1986 to 2011. In 2011, Winfrey launched her own TV network, The Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. Born in the rural town of Kosciuszko, Mississippi, Winfrey moved to Baltimore in 1976, where she hosted People Are Talking. Afterward, she was recruited by a Chicago TV station to host her own morning show. Early life and education. Winfrey was born in the rural town of Kosciuszko, Mississippi, on January 29, 1954. After a troubled adolescence in a small farming community, where she was sexually abused by a number of male relatives and friends of her mother, Vernita, Winfrey moved to Nashville to live with her father, Vernon, a barber and businessman. In 1971, Winfrey entered Tennessee State University. She began working in radio and television broadcasting in Nashville. Early broadcasting career. In 1976, Winfrey moved to Baltimore, Maryland, where she hosted the TV chat show People Are Talking. The show became a hit and Winfrey stayed with it for 8 years, after which she was recruited by a Chicago TV station to host her own morning show, AM Chicago. Her major competitor in the time slot was Phil Donahue. Within several months, Winfrey's open, warm-hearted personal style had won her 100,000 more viewers than Donahue and had taken her show from last place to first in the ratings. The Oprah Winfrey Show. Winfrey launched The Oprah Winfrey Show in 1986 as a nationally syndicated program that ran for 25 years, until 2011. With its placement on 120 channels and an audience of 10 million people, the show grossed $125 million by the end of its first year, of which Winfrey received $30 million. She soon gained ownership of the program from ABC, drawing it under the control of her new production company, Harpo Productions, Oprah spelled backwards, and making more and more money from syndication. In 1994, with talk shows becoming increasingly trashy and exploitative, Winfrey pledged to keep her show free of tabloid topics. Although ratings initially fell, she earned the respect of her viewers and was soon rewarded with an upsurge in popularity. Projects with Harpo have included the highly rated 1989 TV miniseries, The Women of Brewster Place, in which Winfrey also starred. In 2004, Winfrey signed a new contract to continue The Oprah Winfrey Show through the 2010-11 season. At the time, the syndicated show was seen on nearly 212 U.S. stations and in more than 100 countries worldwide. In 2009, Winfrey announced that she would be ending her program when her contract with ABC ended, in 2011. Oprah's Book Club. Winfrey contributed immensely to the publishing world by launching her Oprah's Book Club, as part of her talk show. The program propelled many unknown authors to the top of the bestseller lists and gave pleasure reading a new kind of popular prominence. Winfrey has continued her book club. In 2018, she famously interviewed former First Lady Michelle Obama for the release of her memoir, Becoming. Oprah's Favorite Things. In 1997, Winfrey introduced Oprah's Favorite Things, an annual list of holiday gifts curated by the mogul, on her talk show. Even after moving on to other projects, Winfrey continued the annual tradition. For the 20th edition in 2017, the list was featured on Amazon. She became the first celebrity voice behind Alexa, the company's voice control system, allowing shoppers to hear Winfrey herself explain her top picks for the season. Half-sister. In the final season of her talk show, Winfrey made ratings soar when she revealed a family secret: she has a half-sister named Patricia. Winfrey's mother, Lee, gave birth to a baby girl in 1963. At the time, Winfery was 9 years old, and living with her father. Lee put the child up for adoption because she believed that she wouldn't be able to get off public assistance if she had another child to care for. Patricia lived in a series of foster homes until she was 7 years old. Patricia tried to connect with her birth mother through her adoption agency after she became an adult, but Lee did not want to meet her. After doing some research, she approached a niece of Winfrey's, and the two had DNA tests done, which proved they were related. Winfery only learned of her sister's existence a few months before she made the decision to publicize the knowledge. "It was one of the greatest surprises of my life," she said on her show. Oprah Winfrey is the only black woman on the Forbes list of the 400 richest people in America. As a child, Oprah Winfrey wore potato sacks because clothing did not always fit into the budget of her poverty-stricken family. Today, Forbes estimates Winfrey's net worth at $3 billion, and she is the only black woman on the publication's list of the 400 richest people in America. Before she became a media mogul and the queen of daytime TV, Winfrey suffered a tumultuous childhood. She was shuffled between family members, spending her first few years on her grandmother's farm in rural Mississippi while her unwed teenage mom looked for work, according to the Academy of Achievement. When her grandmother fell ill, 6-year-old Winfrey was sent to live with her mother in a Milwaukee boarding house, where she would not only grow up around extreme poverty, but also enjoy years of sexual and physical abuse. She was raped for the first time at age 9 by her 19-year-old cousin, writes Oscar Bamuigaya in his book The Healing Power of Self-Love. It would be the first of several episodes. At age 14, Winfrey broke free, and went to live with her dad in Nashville, Tennessee, where her success would start to take course. Her dad provided direction, discipline, and a sense of structure that Winfrey had never known, according to the Academy of Achievement. The stable and education-centered environment he created allowed her to thrive academically and socially at East Nashville High School, where she became an honor roll student and was voted the most popular girl in her class. It was at East Nashville High where she would discover her passion for media. She joined the speech team and worked for a local black radio station after school. By her senior year she had secured a full scholarship to Tennessee State University. She left college early, however, at age 19 to pursue a career in media. Her gamble paid off. She became the first black female news anchor before the age of 20 in Nashville, starting with a few gigs as a local anchor before landing a co-anchor position in Baltimore. She was sexually harassed and humiliated at her job in Baltimore, according to Daily Worth, but didn't need to quit. She was fired 7.5 months after joining. Winfrey didn't stay down for long. She landed a gig hosting the then stagnant morning talk show, AM Chicago. Within a few months, Winfrey turned AM Chicago from the lowest-rated talk show in Chicago to the highest-rated one, writes the Academy of Achievement. 3 years later the show would be renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show. She made a savvy, career-transforming move in 1986 when she founded Harpo Productions and negotiated ownership of The Oprah Winfrey Show, which brought in $300 million a year during its peak. Her company later produced lucrative spin-off shows, including Dr. Phil and Rachel Ray. While best known for her award-winning talk show, Winfrey has also been involved in films, television series, and plays. She was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in the 1985 drama The Color Purple. She also published her own magazine, The Oprah Magazine, started a radio channel, Oprah Radio, and most recently partnered with Discovery Communications to launch a cable channel, The Oprah Winfrey Network. Now 61, Winfrey has a lifestyle that she could only have dreamed of during her traumatic childhood. She flies in her own $42 million, custom-designed Global Express XRS jet. Her impressive real estate portfolio includes a $52 million estate in Montecito, California, which she nicknamed the Promised Land, a 15,000-square-foot duplex in Chicago, a farmhouse in Kula, Hawaii, 63 acres of land near Maui's Hamoa Beach, a vacation home on the shores of Antigua, a shore home in Lovelet, New Jersey, a ski villa in Telluride, Colorado, and a home in Douglasville, Georgia. She even has her own street. Chicago Mayor Richard Daley renamed the blocks in front of Harper Studios' Oprah Winfrey Way. Winfrey also has given millions of dollars to charity, mostly directed towards 3 foundations: the Angel Network, the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, and the Oprah Winfrey Operating Foundation. She's come a long way from the girl who wore potato sack overalls, now donning Prada and Jimmy Choo,